Welcome to the Oh Hell Yeah podcast.
Doing its best.
Yeah.
How you feeling? What's going on? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing so good.
You know, we had a great little trip.
We did.
We were to the point where, like, it's actually hurting a friendship with our good friend Jeff, friend of the podcast,
Shout out
Jeff.
to Jeff. Have we said Jeff's name on the podcast in like 3 episodes?
Well, he's listening every single week to make sure we mention him. But we were having a bite to eat after our show, Totally Comedy Show, and you were gonna talk about the trip. I was like, don't. He'll listen to it on the podcast because you know what? In all due respect, we need the views.
We need the views.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I told him at the restaurant, he might not listen to this episode.
Yeah.
We can't have that. We need every listen and every view.
You know what I love about this pod? We are consistent. We are consistently keeping the same views. And that's hard to do.
Same amount of views.
Because we're really trying.
We've really plateaued on subscribers.
We're really trying.
We
And it's
really
hard to
are.
maintain a plateau while you try.
Yeah. Putting out content, no response.
No, that's not true. Last episode we got some...
That's true. We got comments. Hey, shout out to everybody putting comments on
There
the
you
last
go.
episode. God
There
bless you.
Go. We live... and we're never going to stop.
We can't.
Yeah, when the servers are down and all the podcasting equipment's been sold on Facebook Marketplace and everyone thinks this is actually the cause of the crumbling of our democracy, we're still going to be here.
Yeah, we'll still be here. If we
Yeah.
have to just record it on our iPhones, we'll do it.
In a cave on Starlink, we'll do it.
We'll do it. We'll do it from CCOT when we're inevitably sent there.
Yeah, lots of guests.
We'll have so many guests.
So many guests. Because if you think about it, I mean, if we're in this gulag of a prison in El Salvador, and me and you are still doing our podcast, shaved heads, of course, probably someone's little bitch, and we're interviewing, we can interview 50 shaved gang members at a time.
At a time. We'll all be in the same room.
Yeah, and the one translator.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That could be, I think it would do numbers. I think that podcast would be way more successful than this one.
Even if everyone in the prison listened to it, still do better than this
Still do
podcast
better
right
than
now.
And it'd be about the same demographics.
Yes, I think
Almost
so.
entirely
It's
men.
sexless men.
Men who may never have sex again.
Yeah, we're easily influenced by large groups. And the good thing about being in that prison, if we did our podcast there, is that you don't got to worry about any kind of clutter. No pillows, no blankets,
nothing.
not a Bible. Well, actually, there might be Bibles.
There might be Bibles. There
but
might be Bibles
yeah,
floating around in
no
there.
books other than the Bible.
No, definitely no.
Yeah.
I tell you what, they don't got Harry Potter in there.
No, they don't. It's blasphemous.
They don't got Grapes of Wrath in there.
Now, let's talk about our little trip here. And I'm sure the viewers or listeners or people that are skimming through this on their browse are dying to know. We just came back from Seattle, your hometown.
My hometown. Shout out to the 206 Space Needle Land.
God, where the skies are wet and so are the people.
But we got pretty.
People are so wet
They're
there.
so wet.
I mean, men, women.
I mean, now that we've left, who knows? But while we were there,
God,
baby,
men, women, theys, wet,
wet,
Everyone's so wet in the Pacific Northwest.
sopping wet,
Everyone, that's kind of fun,
soaked.
If you like your women or men wet, go to the Pacific
Northwest.
Yeah, everyone's
We call
so
it the Pacific Northwest.
wet. Yeah, I'm all for it. As soon as I walked out of the airport, I was like, God, they're wet.
Yeah.
All you locals are so wet.
Slick.
Pilot yelled at me.
The pilot yelled at you?
Did I tell you that?
The pilot
A
yelled at
pilot.
A pilot
Yelled at me in the airport.
in the airport.
Yeah.
Okay, what were you?
Shout out to SeaTac.
What were you doing?
Shout out to SeaTac. Nothing wrong. I was just a lost boy in an airport that I've never
Okay.
been to before. I should
Sure.
have been in the airport before.
So this is after you landed. In
After I
Seattle.
landed, I'm looking for the ride share because I want to take an Oops to the hotel.
Yeah.
And I was looking for the ride share. And for some reason, SeaTac, they kind of, like a lot of airports, they like it's off site. You taking the Ubers from there before.
Sure.
No.
I maybe have never taken an Uber from SeaTac.
Yeah, really?
Well, there's got the light rail. My parents are picking me up. I don't know if I truly don't know if I've ever taken
Mama,
an Uber.
Papa, and
from-
City Transit.
Yeah.
So I took an Ubs. Big mistake, but I was kind of on a time crunch because I landed at 4, shows at 7. I was like, ooh. But anyway, what they do in a lot of these airports in good old America is they treat the Uber like it's like like an ugly sun. Like it's over there.
Mm-hmm,
I don't know. I don't even deal with this stuff.
Yeah.
So it's in a parking lot off the thing. So I'm looking for it. And I'm just, when it says, when it goes, it says like ground travel or like
Ground transportation,
and all these things. And it just shows an arrow. I'm like, is this up? Because it set it right over an escalator. It's like, is it beyond the escalator? Is it below? Is it on the escalator? It just says,
and you're standing at the bottom of the escalator,
and I'm like,
assessing this.
am I going down or is it on the doors behind the escalator? So I was down the stairs and I'm looking around. I'm like, where is the Uber? And I ask a stewardess or a flight attendant passing by, or I was gonna say something bad, but who cares? Plane waitress, fucking a winged broad of the skies,
a wing broad of the skies.
But anyway, that's probably what they called them back in the 50s.
Yeah, Pan Am.
Yeah. Cigars, cigarettes, whiskey. Yeah, get over here. Sit on my lap.
Sky waitress.
Get over here, sky waitress. Don't tell my wife. Well, she's right there, sir. Anyway, so I asked a flight attendant, I go, excuse me, you know where the rideshare Uber is? And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's my first time at this airport. I'm not based here. That's what she said. I was like, oh, okay. And then she's with a bunch of other crew. And then the pilot goes, hey, buddy. I go, yeah? You're standing right on it. Look down. And I looked down and she said, Uber this way. I'm like, oh, thanks. You can't yell at me. You can't yell at me. You're not Sully Sullenberger or whatever his name is.
You're literally standing on the thing, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not from around here. At moments like this, I wish I spoke Spanish because then he'd look like a racist.
Then he would, yeah.
It's like, I'm sorry, I don't say and then he'd be like, what? And I'm like, oh, yeah. And then he'd probably call ICE and get me deported. But anyway, he yelled at. He was tall. He was good looking, and he had a hat, and he had a suit on.
Sorry, I'm on his side.
No,
he's a tall, handsome pilot. I'm sorry, man. You're standing on the. I mean, look around.
I guess. Look down.
Look down. Look up, look left.
Sign should not be on the ground. The sign should be up, up, up. Not down, down, down.
Down, down, down. I don't know, man. It seems like.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I go, so then I saluted him and I said, yes, sir, yeah. And then I went down the escalator, got in the cab, and then, we had our show, met your father.
Yeah, you met my dad. Yeah.
Met your mother.
Met my mom and
met
my
your
brother.
Your mother, very warm, very nice, gave me a big hug. I thought your dad, just a dad.
Yeah.
Just a dad.
Just give you
never said hi, never said bye, never said good job, barely shook my hand, barely looked me in the eye. Brothers, cut of the same jib. You're more like your mom.
I think so, yeah.
Or else you wouldn't be actually, maybe you'd be a better comedian if you were like your dad, because then we'd be like, what's wrong with that guy? Oh, he lights up when he's on stage. But it reminded me a lot of my dad, because my dad was a people person with everyone but his family. Yeah. He really was. I watched him talk to cashiers. To anybody. He was
Sky waitresses.
The broads of the
ground
sky.
waitresses.
Boat waitresses.
In fact, mostly waitresses.
Train waitresses. A lot of waitresses. But he would talk to anybody that was like around, whatever. He would talk to people, but his own family, never, not at all. But it was a fun show.
Good time, yeah. We had a
nice time. Great set, great venue. Shout out to the Hereafter.
Shout out to the Hereafter. Shout out to Josh and Brent, our listeners who came into the show.
Yeah.
They're my friends.
His buddies, just classic dudes. Yeah. Good old.
They're my boys.
And you know what, man? As an athlete.
We're athletes.
Well,
Eddie could have gone pro if not for
the accident. Yeah. I'll never say what the accident is because it's too triggering. But we're just hanging a bunch of guys.
We had some wings.
Yeah.
We had a lot of wings.
Had some wings. We're hanging. And I'm a great hang.
Great hang.
Really?
Yeah.
Just wow. Someone finally said it back.
It's the first time he said
I just start crying. I just always wanted to hear that. I always wanted a bunch of guys to say you're a great hang. But I don't drink, but I hang.
You hang. You'll eat wings, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Those boys, shout out to your friends there, they only saw me at my lowest powers. If they saw me without, if I was just focused on, I eat so fucking fast.
Yeah, you really do.
You know what? I really put them back. I'm like piranhas. You just like if I put a wing with some piranhas, I'd just be gone and whatever. Had some wings, fun times, good times. Your friends are great guys.
Great guys.
Great guys. I didn't know your one friend's married to a Peruvian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Ashton.
Why didn't she come out? A fellow Peruvert.
She could have. Peruverts. Peruverts gotta unite.
Perverts.
Gotta stick together.
Perverts.
I don't know where she was. She's probably taking care of the kids.
Fuck.
Yeah, I guess that's
Wait,
more
he's got
important.
a kid?
That's more important. He's got 2 kids.
Whoa. And what were the other ones?
What?
The other
guys? As far as I know, my friend Brent doesn't have any kids.
Oh, he's gonna be
got a bunch of dogs though.
Your buddy's gonna be a cool dad. He had a cool dad vibe.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Cool guy.
And we're all baseball players.
We're talking ball.
God forbid if there was if everyone had a glove and a ball.
We would have played catch.
I'm like, over here, go long.
We would have had a nice
Do
toss.
people say go long when they say?
No, not usually for baseball. No, I won't tell anybody you said that.
No, go long. Like. They're playing catch. That's weird. Not how it goes. But the real part of the story that I want to talk about, is that Canada. No offense against Seattle, but Canada was fun.
Canada friggin' rocked. Vancouver, we love you, baby.
You know what?
We can't wait till you're part of the States.
Whoa. As a trader, I find that to be terrible to hear. But if it were to be on the 51st date, I mean,
we'd go there a lot more.
I'd go there a lot more. And we honestly, if Vancouver, if all of Canada became the 51st state, it'd be kind of a fun watch to see it slowly be ruined.
Yeah.
No guns. Hey, you can have guns now.
Hey, you can have guns, and you don't have healthcare anymore. Good luck with that.
But you'll have Zillow.
Hey, and Zins.
They
don't have them up there. We could bring Zins.
We'll bring our Zins. We'll bring our Zillow. We'll bring our Carl's Jr.
Hulu.
Yeah. Oh, man.
In and Out.
Disney Plus. Oh man, what else? Oh, we'll bring our
Kaiser Permanente,
our overweight children. We'll bring everything.
We'll bring it all.
Canada, you don't have no clue. As a Canadian and an American, you have no clue what you're missing out on. You can have all those things with just the sign of a pen.
Yeah,
and you're missing out.
We could be freaking boys.
Yeah.
And we found out we get along. We had a great time up there.
Yeah.
Did I get a little trouble at the border? I did.
Let's talk about this.
I'm a bad boy, and they saw it. They said, this guy's a bad boy. I don't know what he's up to, but he's definitely a bad boy.
But you know what? I have to say that I didn't admit this to you before. And this has nothing to do with patriotism. This has nothing to do with the imaginary line that exists between 2 countries. This has nothing to do with safety or some sort of border protocol. I'm on the side of Border Patrol here because they give you a hard time.
They did.
And you're so aloof. It's about time you get fucking straightened out. I'm tired of this aloofness. I'm tired of this one-word text. Give me some details.
I guess I was.
You are an aloof guy.
Too aloof with the Border Patrol.
Yeah, you're an aloof.
I was just trying to keep it brief. I was like, I'm not trying to waste your time. I'm just trying to sneak in, do a couple shows, get out.
We need a new nickname for you. We have the Chicken Wing King, the Burger Prince, the Clean Cut Slav, and the Aloofinado.
The Aloofinati?
Aloofinati. No, I was going to aficionado, but alufinado.
Aluficionado.
But they give you a hard time.
They gave me a hard time. Eddie, before we got there, Eddie was like, don't tell them you're going to do a show and that you maybe are getting paid because that might create some complications. So I think part of it was that I went in there like
no story.
I got a little secret, I got a little secret. I think they could tell. I'm not a great liar, so they asked me what I'm going there for. I say, just chilling, or something to that effect, just hanging. And then they asked me a bunch of questions I was not prepared to answer, like how did you meet your friend? I said I was going to hang out with a friend. How did you meet your friend? I don't know how to answer that.
Huh. You know what? It's moments like this. I wish there was a 2-way mirror and I was behind it, and I'd just be like, let's see what he thinks how we met.
I think I said we met in L.A., which I think was too vague for them.
You know what you should have done? You should get over details. Be like, well, first he gave me a DM to do my show at a place called Nico's Wine Bar, and then I kind of said, I don't really book it. And then and then we kind of didn't talk for a while. And then I was brought in to host this show, Totally Comedy Show, every single Wednesday. You should give it a try if you're around Southern California. And then we started befriending each other there, and we had similar interests and stuff. And then he'd be like, "Oh, get in there."
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
just go.
Instead, you're like, "Oh, I'm friends with a man. He's an immigrant."
Yeah, I'm friends with a tiny man. You don't know him. Don't look him up.
Don't look him up.
Where's my hotel? I don't know. Vancouver.
I don't know. He told me. Here's a screen grab of fucking an itinerary.
Yeah. So then I get pulled into the other room, and I think
you went to secondary screening.
I went to a secondary screening. They said, open up your bags. Let's look through it. And I swear they train this person to act like they are an alien who has never seen human belongings.
Right.
She's going through my bag, and everything. She's like, "What's this?" And I'm like, "What? You know what that is?" She opens up. I have a Cal Raleigh bobblehead that I got at the Mariners game. Saw the Mariners beat the Astros. Go M's. Mm-hmm. Got a Cal Raleigh bobblehead, and she says, "What's this?" And I was like,
"It's a figurine."
Yeah, it's like, player. How do you? It's like it's a. I said it's a bobblehead, and she was like, "Can I open it?"
What do they want here? It's actually hollowed out with cocaine.
Yeah. What do you think I'm gonna?
What do you think we're gonna say?
It's not drugs. Don't worry, it's not drugs.
You can't melt it and smoke it. Well, you could actually, probably.
Yeah, you probably could. She actually like opened it up and then again asked like, "What is it?" And I was like,
"What do you know what it is?"
That's my friend. That's my friend Cal. What do you want from me? It's my boy.
Imagine. You know, it'd be funny if it was an indictment on your just personal style. Like, what do you think this goes with?
Yeah. She's rifling through my clothes. Like, does this match anything else in here?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Do you think you can pull this off?
Yeah.
Military shorts? I think I can.
Then she pulls out my notebook and she starts like flipping through it and reading stuff.
I just want everyone to know that
so nervous.
If you were to actually read a comedian's notebook, it does look like the scribbles of a crazy person.
I'm so worried that she's going to see the words amateur pedophile hunter.
Which in her mind, she's like, well, this is clearly his plans to be one.
Yeah.
Which is funny that there's a pro and an amateur, which means the pros get paid. Well, maybe they do. Maybe they make content on the black market or something.
Specific kind of cop. Well, amateur pedophile hunters are getting paid by YouTube.
Okay. We're not gonna, and those
or kick or whatever.
And when you think about it, it's actually complicit, and I don't think we should be part of this platform. But anyway, so they went through all your stuff.
Went through all my stuff. I did have a bottle of miscellaneous pills unmarked.
Now what you need to do next time is just label the thing as saying not drugs.
Not drugs. Yeah, that's smart. Not drugs.
If you're crossing the border,
what's that? It's clearly labeled.
Yeah. If you're crossing the border,
it's not drugs,
and you have a bottle of miscellaneous pills, just say, "But not drugs."
Not drugs.
And they can't say that. What are these? Like, you know what they are. It says it around. They're not drugs.
Yeah, it's not drugs. Easy. Definitely don't do what I did, which is have a bottle of miscellaneous pills unlabeled. And then if you happen to have one Metamucil fiber capsule in there that looks different than the rest of them, and they say, "What's this?" Don't say, "I can throw that out." They don't like that.
They don't like that. They tested it because in their minds they're like, "Oh, you think this is probably a controlled substance? That's why you want us to throw it out, but not so fast. We're going to test this thing that you're about to put in your body in about 20, 30 minutes." Mm-hmm. So when they test a pill, what do they do?
I don't know. They took it in the other room. They came back and they said, "We're watching you."
Really? Do you think they put it in like a machine, like almost like a?
I wonder if they put a tracking device in it. I did take it later. I should have thrown that shit away.
You think they're listening right now?
The Canadian government? I hope so.
If you can, leave a comment.
Yeah, leave a comment.
Come on.
Does
it hurt you? Leave a comment. Justin Trudeau, you're doing nothing.
Yeah,
leave a comment.
You're on your way out.
He's already out.
Is he out?
Yeah.
Oh, well then come on. Come on the pod.
He's actually in Canadian Tire, which is their version of Costco/AutoZone. He took a picture of him like, hey, just doing some shopping at a good old-fashioned Canadian company. And so he's out there just shopping.
Yeah, if you got time to shop, you got time to drop
a comment.
A comment on our YouTube videos, buddy.
What I think they did is they went in another room and the dog sniffed it. That's what I think they did.
Oh, interesting.
I think the dog was like sniffing it. And he's like,
It's a good thing it wasn't a beef pill.
Maybe that's the hack.
Maybe that's the hack.
Maybe you cover the
drugs in beef.
Yeah.
Hide them in beef jerky, so when the dog goes crazy, you're like, it's beef jerky.
And then he can't control himself. He'll just eat it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the dog gets high and dies.
Well, okay. I don't like this plan anymore.
Well, he died in the line of duty.
He died doing what he loved. Yeah, eating meat and
sniffing out
drugs.
Yeah. But anyway,
thank you for your service, dog.
Yeah. Anyway.
But I got in. They let me in.
They must have been so
suckers.
angry.
I did so much crime when I got in there.
They must have been like, when you walked away, they must have been like hands on the hips, being like, we got nothing on them.
Yeah, they must have, because
they wanted to get.
They want you. Because it's like, I think they're like parking meter people, where it's like, this is what they do. They love to catch you.
They can't wait for the meter to run out of time.
Oh, they love to catch you slipping.
Now, in all honesty, there is a reason why this is happening. Because, not to get too political, although, why not?
What could possibly go wrong?
Because of the trade war tariffs thing, President Trump asked the Canadian government, I need you to tighten up the border and tighten up the fentanyl into the country. So now they're like, okay, even though most of it comes through this way, but I guess so they're being more, what's the word? Not stringent. What's the word?
Diligent?
Diligent. Yeah, they're being more diligent. So in their mind, they're like, we got one. Good-looking fucking
classic smuggler.
Bearded yuppie brings drugs over so he can bang our women. Let's get them, boys.
Yeah. Yeah, and
you're like, I have a girlfriend and I'm an athlete. I'm not a yuppie.
I'm flattered that you think I'm a fence smuggler. Okay.
I know. Actually, you should walk away when you walked away from customs, being like, just want to say, guys, thanks.
Thank you so much.
If you think I'm the kind of guy that has the guts to smuggle a drug into a country like this and just to have a good time, I mean, I'm really flattered.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Do you guys think I'm also dangerous too?
Yeah. Do you guys think I'm like a bad boy with a sordid past?
Kind of sick.
Kind of haunted in a sexy way? Is that how you see me?
Wait a second. You think I'm the kind of guy that like is a detriment to the society?
You think you shouldn't let me in because I'm gonna I don't know influence your youth to smoke cigarettes and skateboard?
So now next time you cross the border, you wear a leather jacket and a toothpick.
Oh baby.
And be like, let's dance. And just like search your whole body.
I sniff some poppers. Butthole's loose. Do what you got to do.
If it don't fall out, it ain't in it. Oh, man. What's the reverse of a popper? What keeps you tight if you're smuggling?
Oh. Yeah, what's the reverse? What's the opposite of a popper?
popper?
Well, yeah, hey, drop a comment if you got advice for reverse poppers.
Yeah. If you're
what's going to tighten me up? Some sort of...
Yeah, if you're like an old gay that has a loose butthole from too many poppers and you want to reverse it, let us know what you're doing.
I guess maybe I just do a bunch of Kegels.
I think so.
I think Kegels are the reverse popper.
Is it Kegels or Kegels? Kegels. Anyway, so we got to Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've asked her before, obviously, but honest thoughts, because I'm as a native Canadian and a proud American.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm always curious what Americans think about Canada, not because I'm like, ooh, it reflects on me. It's just like, this is a different country, but it's also a bizarro version of America where it's like, this all feels familiar. Everyone's English.
Feels the same.
But also but then you suddenly, the differences just creep up on you, like washroom instead of bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't have this. You guys have that.
A lot of people saying pardon.
Pardon? Is that a big thing?
Yeah, my friend who played hockey with a bunch of Canadians said that they all made fun of him for saying what instead of pardon.
Really?
Yeah, so he'd be like, what? And they would all go, what? What?
Huh.
Yeah.
So Canadians say pardon a lot.
They say pardon.
In America, we don't say pardon. Especially...
Unless you were at the Capitol January 6th.
In that case, we love pardons.
In that case, say no more.
Say no more. All right?
You're pardoned.
Listen,
hey,
you should be pardoned. You were just hanging out.
You were just broing down.
They do tours there.
God forbid 10,000 white boys catch the same vibe.
Dear God. Patriots went in just to check it out.
Our taxes paid for it, did it? Did they not?
There you go.
Shouldn't I be allowed to see Nancy Pelosi's desk?
There you go.
Leave a deposit?
There you go. And hey, guess what? That podium that guy took, Who paid for it?
We did. He did.
All of us did. And all due respect, Nancy Pelosi, have you seen her stock portfolio? Yeah, she should have her desk shit on.
Yeah. Yep. I'd do it right now.
I mean, yeah, why
Let me
not?
in. Let us in. We're going back to D.C., and we're just going to start banging on doors till we find Pelosi's desk.
Yeah. Or a husband with a hammer wound in his head. Anyway, so the trip was great.
Great trip.
Thoughts about Canada and that city in particular?
Vancouver is amazing. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Mountains, water, city.
Now,
nice coffees, good food.
I'm curious because you're a native Seattle guy.
Sure.
Do your friends go up there at all? Do you have friends that go up there at all?
I mean, we would not really. You
but
go
they
up.
Should.
Well, that's you do when you're like 19, 20 because the drinking age. Why don't you guys
go up there more? It's so close.
Because you got to cross the. Not everybody has a passport.
That's true. It can be a hassle.
It can be. It's just kind of there's a whole. It's just a whole set of other considerations if you're going to go to another country that you just don't have to deal with if you go. I
guess you could say the same thing about us. They're like, why don't you guys go to San Francisco more? I'm like, I don't know.
It's like 7 hours away.
It's there.
It's like just far enough that it's not really a road trip.
Unless I have to, I'll go. Like I guess
I love it, but it's just if I'm going that far north, I might as well go to Seattle. You know what I mean?
There you go. That's true. We're very we kind of have everything in America, but we also don't see everything.
Yeah.
It's expensive to travel is what it is.
It is. We need more trains.
We need more trains.
Took the train to Canada.
Yeah,
loved it.
Nice.
Loved it.
How was the train waitresses?
There were no waitresses on the train.
Not serving anything?
There's like a bar car.
Ah.
I went in the bar car. I got a Diet Coke because I just wanted to sit in the bar car for a while. It was pretty nice.
And you showed up with no Wi-Fi or signal at all.
Yeah, I had no signal, no phone.
Canada's different, buddy.
Canada's different. That's a complication that you got to deal with if you're going to go up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just started walking. I just started wandering Vancouver. That's how safe it felt.
Exactly what the border hated.
Yeah.
Just a lonely straggler of an immigrant floating around.
I'm just walking around. Anybody want fentanyl? Anybody fentanyl?
Anybody want to take a pill? Mystery pill.
Anybody
$10.
want a mystery pill? Buy, trade, mystery pill for a mystery pill.
And the shows were fun.
Shows were incredible.
You did great. We had a lot of fun.
Shout out to Ross, Doc, and the Jokes Please folks.
So much fun. And the crazy thing is that it's such a tight community of comics there that they really, it's almost like they're in this utopia where you guys just have great shows here and you just kind of just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's like the good show in Vancouver, right?
Right.
So I don't know, what are the rest of them like?
Actually, some of them are pretty good.
Okay.
I looked around, but if we were there for a week, I'm sure we'd find a couple duds.
Sure.
But if you have a crown jewel of a couple indie shows that are at the end of the week or at the end of the month, it's kind of sweet. Shout out to TJ at the shop Vancouver, fun shop.
Shout out to Tej.
It was good stuff. And then what's funny is just the whole trip was went to the lounge on the way back. That was fun. Everything kind of smooth. No delays. Nothing. It's kind of sweet. Great. The lady picked us up at the airport at the economy
parking. That's our LAX hack. Don't have your friend pick you up at the airport. Have them pick you up at economy parking.
Get in.
You take the shuttle.
Yes,
they take you up at economy parking.
Speaking of travel, it's very hard for this country to be united. I feel like this country is so divided between left and right, between that party and this party.
Where are you going with this?
But nothing brings the country together more than hating a bunch of mega rich people going to space.
Yeah, nobody liked that.
Nobody likes it.
Nobody liked that.
No, nobody likes it. And you know what the funny part is? You're not heroes. You're dressed like superheroes. You're dressed like X-Men or X-people.
Sky waitresses. It's okay because they suck. Who was it? It was Katy Perry. Gail King. Who else was on the spaceship?
Bezos's babe.
Okay.
Nepo
Nepo hire.
A couple of chicks, an actress, an actor, another actress. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I know Katy Perry,
don't
Gayle
care.
King. I don't know who the rest of them
I'm-
are. And you know what? I refuse to learn.
Yes. What was it called? The Blue something?
Blue Origin is like Jeff Bezos. It's like Bezos's astronaut thing.
So Blue Origin sends all these mega rich female celebrities to space. They're floating around. They come back down, and then Katy Perry kisses the ground, and the whole country went, fuck off. And the way they talked after were like, I feel the meaning of life, and yet all existential and centered, and my whole like. You know who should be interviewed? The woman that does a double shift at a CVS and takes the bus to work. That's the person we should be interviewing.
That's my hero.
That's
Thank
my
you for your
hero.
service.
Screw you, Mrs. Bezos.
Oh, because she doesn't have an album to promote.
Oh, I'm sorry.
because she never married alleged sexual assaulter Russell Brand.
Yeah.
She doesn't get interviewed or go to space.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Bezos. I can't tell if you're happy or sad. You got too many Botox shots in your head. You know, I want to see the lady who's working as a sky waitress.
Yeah, we want to talk to the sky waitresses.
Yeah.
We'll promise to stop calling them that if you interview them.
Yeah.
If you had the chance, let's say you get a text, hey, it's me, Jeff. I want to send you to space.
Right.
On the house.
On the house.
On the house.
Do you think if Amazon could afford on the house? Of course, yeah, maybe.
They say, hey, thanks for being such a valued Prime member. I'm sorry that our delivery of leather cleaner was late. As a way of saying we're sorry.
Okay.
We want to send you on kind of the same trip that Katy Perry went on. You and your wife.
Mm-hmm.
You taking it?
Here's what I say to that. I don't know if you're aware of this, but when you're in outer space, your spine elongates and you grow up to 2 inches. So you better believe
You're going. Oh, we're going.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
5'7" to 5'9", I'm going.
Send me to space.
You can't get that in Turkey.
Okay, now this all makes so much more sense why these guys are like, I gotta go to space.
Yeah, that's why the only reason to go to space as a man is to grow taller for 2 to 3 inches.
Oh my God, men would literally rather go to space than wear heels.
Turkey, figure out a way to make men go to space.
The trip to Turkey to get the hair plug should stop in space.
Yeah.
It should go up to space and then back down to Turkey. You get your veneers.
No, what you do is you go from America to Turkey, get the hair transplant, then they shoot you right up to space, and you heal in space, and then you come back down full head of hair and taller.
Oh my God.
Turkey, get on it.
Turkey, you need a space program.
Come
Turkey.
on. Istanbul, do it.
Blast off.
Istan, blast us off already.
Istan, blast me off.
Of course.
That sounds like a nasty sex thing.
If Jeffy Bezos is going to put me into space, I can grow 2 to 3 inches in space.
Yeah, send me. I'm going up there
Get
with a penis
me
pump.
up there.
Seeing if zero gravity and a penis pump does anything
Get
for me.
me up there. Are you kidding me? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
That's that's the only point to be in space. I don't know. Maybe I don't know why these women want to go up there. Who cares?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why they went up there.
I have.
They wanted to be taller, I presume.
I guess maybe taller. You know what?
How tall do you think Katy Perry is? 5'7"?
5'9", probably.
5'9" now.
5'9" now. This is a constant theme in America. We're constantly giving away experiences or accolades to those who can afford to pay them. Mm-hmm. When in America, our whole thing was you work hard, you go through the proper schooling, proper training, and then you get to be an astronaut. You get to be whatever. And I really believe that should be the case. But I will say this, though. To the rich people that have enough money to go cosplay as an astronaut for a couple of days and feel, oh my God, look at me, I'm an astronaut. I have a crazy suit on. I'm weightless in space. Look at me, I'm a hero. Well, you know what we should do is when they come back down to Earth, there should be somebody waiting with an apron from a Walmart. Someone should be waiting with a Walmart apron. You're late for work. And they're like, what? No, I'm a billionaire. No.
Nope.
A lot's changed since you came down here. You're late. It's a reset. You left the planet. You come back.
That would be honestly really funny if we did like a global prank. Like we sent some people to space and then they came back and we all had one more eyeball.
Oh,
just
yeah.
sort of like
that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Or we all had unibrows and like, where's yours?
Like, wait a minute.
Weird.
is this? Where do you think you are? Earth.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Or maybe
this is birth.
Wouldn't that be kind of funny if they came back down and they had no money? That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
That'd be fun.
That'd be incredible.
And
Yeah,
you-
send all the billionaires to space, and then we steal their money while they're up there.
Why don't we just send all the billionaires to space?
And steal their money while they're up there.
Yeah, well, that's steal. They left it behind.
That's true. You leave the Earth, you no longer.
Those are billionaires. Those are billions of dollars on Earth, not in space.
You're not on Earth. Yeah, you're not on Earth.
Get some moon bucks or whatever. Get some fucking.
Oh, you wanted that money to be in your bank account when you came back? Why'd you leave Earth?
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
We thought you were leaving that behind. You left Earth. What were we supposed to do? Let that money rot?
Now, how did they choose the females that go up there?
How did they choose the women who went up there?
I guess obviously Bezos' wife because she's banging bays.
I have no idea. I haven't looked into it too much. I'm trying not to learn too much about it, if I'm being honest.
Who are some women that should have been up in space?
Ooh, Malala.
Love her.
And we both definitely know who she is.
Molly. Molly.
Jeff totally, Eddie totally understands why Malala should be in space.
Love Mala.
We love you.
Huge fan. I loved every single movie.
We love your movies, Malala.
Well, I loved it. Love it.
What's your favorite part of Malala's biggest movie?
Honestly, just the emotion and the acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So
yeah, Malala is my first choice. And now I'm joking. I'm making fun of you. Like,
who is it?
Malala is like a human rights activist. She was, I forget where. I want to say India.
Is that the woman that's married?
She
to
got
Clooney?
shot in the head. No, she's not married to George Clooney.
Okay.
She got shot in the face for like trying to go to school or something.
Okay.
And now she's like,
That's the name you came up with?
Malala? Yeah.
I didn't know where I have real answers here. It's a comedy podcast. What is it, fucking CNN? Oh my God.
I stand by my decision. I think
I was
we
gonna
send
say-
Malala into space.
I was going to say Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell or something.
The character or the actress?
The character.
Okay.
Yeah, who are some babes that should go up in space? Caitlin Clark.
Okay, but like why? Why Caitlin Clark?
Because she's awesome. What's Gayle King done? What's Katy Perry done? Actually, Katy Perry's done a lot.
Katy Perry's the one you respect.
Well, she sold a lot of albums. She did sell a lot of albums, and
She
game
did.
recognized game.
Hey, we can't deny that. Dark Horse. I love that song.
All right. Scrap this idea. I look bad on this one.
Now, who else could we send? Who are the other women we could send to space? But also, why?
Yeah.
Why?
In all honesty, what we should send to space is just regular people.
Yes.
Yeah. Like the person who's
Chewbacca mom.
Yeah, I was gonna
Send
say.
Chewbacca mom to space.
All right, now I'm being serious and you're joking around. I was gonna say like a woman who's been a kindergarten teacher for 30 years. She should.
Well, the last time we sent a teacher into space, it didn't go so well.
What happened?
The Challenger explosion.
Did it?
Yeah.
Was there a teacher up there?
There was a teacher up there. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was bad. They almost put Big Bird on that one.
You said you don't know that much about space.
I know a lot about space.
So lie to me.
I'm really into astronaut stuff. Yeah, they were gonna put Big Bird on the one that blew up, and then they changed their mind last minute. I don't remember why.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know astronauts?
And then if that happened, imagine if that happened, they would have to like never bring Big Bird back to Sesame Street.
I know.
Everybody watched him blow up.
I know. Or you just maybe sprinkle a pile of yellow feathers.
They would have to have a funeral for Big Bird.
That'd be so crazy. Did you know that astronauts actually have a compartment in their suit so they can go to the bathroom in their suit? Their suit is basically a huge diaper.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which has always been your dream.
I would love. That's the only reason I want to be an astronaut.
No, not just to own the spacesuit.
Yeah, I just want a spacesuit I can walk around and piss and shit in. Because think about any other scenario where you're sitting in your own piss and shit. You look like a crazy person.
But
you do it in a spacesuit, you're a hero.
There you go. And also, in all due respect, Wouldn't it be nice to just have a spacesuit while you're flying on a plane?
It'd be incredible.
Wouldn't you love to have a spacesuit when you're really on a roll on a slot machine?
Oh my God.
Wouldn't you love to have a spacesuit on so you could poop and piss in the confines of your own body?
I'm at the Dodgers game.
The Dodgers game.
I don't have to wait in line.
Or you're playing.
I'm at Coachella. I don't want to use a porta potty. I'll piss and shit right here.
Playing Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Yeah. In line to get
taking a duty.
Yeah, or in line to get an overhyped smash burger in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice to wear an astronaut suit so you could shit and piss in your own
I
fucking...
would.
Even
Love to.
What about...
I'm waiting to get into Din Tai Fung. I'm shitting my pants.
What if you're on a hot date? She's in the middle of some story.
She's gonna be impressed.
She's in the middle of some hot date. She's in the middle of some story that you're pretending to listen to, and you got to poop and piss. Just do it right there in the spacesuit. And she's like, "What's with the spacesuit?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Have you dated many astronauts?"
Yeah.
before?
Oh, I guess I'm your first astronaut.
Okay, whatever.
Well, I hope you're ready.
Anyway,
for the
tell me
sex
your whole
to
life
be
story. Don't worry, I'm not getting up.
out of this world.
Also, it'd be kind of so crazy to like take a dump in the suit. Because you're just like, it's kind of like this thing where like, you ever this thing where like, it's kind of hard to pee in public, like outside, like in a bush or something, because you're like, your dick is like, we're outside.
Yeah.
Are we okay?
Are we sure we want to do this?
Yeah. I feel a breeze. There's no bowl.
Feeling a little exposed.
Yeah. Do you think you actually shit yourself? Because that piece you're thinking like, hey man, are you sure this thing has a compartment for poop in it? Your body's thinking, hey man, are you sure? Or this is just a suit?
And even if it does, are you sure it can handle your shit? I've seen yours.
Yeah. How big is this poop cubbyhole in here?
Yeah. Yeah. How much space? How many cc's of poop does this thing handle?
Yeah. Imagine diarrhea in an astronaut suit. It'd be so hard. It'd be so crazy. Also, cleaning it out would be nuts.
Yeah,
I hope it comes out like a.
How does that? Yeah,
I hope it comes out like in a pack or compartment.
Maybe it's like those dune suits. They turn it into drinking water.
That'd be, or yeah, that'd be kind of crazy. Oof. You know what? I forgot the whole point to having an astronaut spacesuit. Podcasting.
Oh my God. We're always getting up in the middle of this. We edit it out. We're always getting up in the middle of this.
You know, the only thing stopping us from doing a 4-hour episode is shitting and pissing.
That's it.
And
we know you'd love 4. We know you'd just love 3 more hours of this.
Tell you what, to the 85 people who are going to watch this episode in its entirety, and by entirety I mean the first 10 minutes.
Or at least a couple seconds.
Yeah,
I don't really know how YouTube
yeah, views of view.
Views of view.
Yeah. Send us a Venmo so we can buy some astronaut spacesuits.
Come on.
And then we will sit here for 4 to 5 hours.
We'll do it 24 hours straight. If you send us enough money to buy us both spacesuits, we will podcast for 24 hours straight.
I'm telling you right now.
Not stream. It's
the only thing stopping us from talking for 4 hours.
That's it.
Yeah.
Make it happen. Make our dreams happen. We should start an Amazon wish list.
The memory card has enough space. We can do it. Just give us the fucking spacesuit.
I should be able to buy a Blue Origin spacesuit on Amazon. I should be able to get that 2-day shipping for free.
Why didn't they have like helmets on and stuff?
They really should.
Here's something else about Blue Origin.
Merch, baby.
Here's something about Blue Origin I'd like to... Now let's talk about the other side of this whole story.
Okay, what's the other side?
And this is why I love social media. Because there's always going to be those people that be like, staged. And you know what? Not going to put it past it.
That, if anything, is, yes. I'm willing to believe that they could have. I don't think that's what happened, but I am fully willing to believe that this...
I think it's a coin flip, baby. Could go either way.
Could go either way.
I think it might have been staged.
Could have been.
Could have been.
Could have been. I mean, there's video of the rocket, though, right?
Yeah.
But we don't know Katy Perry was really on that rocket.
Now there's images of the rocket going up. They're in space floating around.
Yeah.
All this could be fabricated.
Oh, sure.
All of this.
They're trying to tell us we landed on the moon. We know that's not true.
That's not true.
I can't joke about that. That's actually not funny to me. I think what they did was very brave and cool.
I think it's brave and cool to actually pull it off on a soundstage in Burbank.
I think if they did fake it, they deserve some credit because they got the world, dude.
That's true. That's true.
And in a way, more impressive. to lie about landing on the moon and get away with it, kind of more impressive than going to the moon.
And you know what? In all due respect, if it was staged, the moon landing, you know how hard it is to go viral back then?
You know how hard it was to go viral?
Back then, just shoot something and everyone's talking about
Suddenly, everyone in the world is talking. You got to understand, they didn't have TikTok.
Yeah.
They didn't have
They had whispers and word of mouth.
iPhones.
Here's the guy in the moon.
It
Buzz
was
Aldrin.
all the freaking whisper network.
Yeah,
It was all about who you knew
They're playing golf now.
on the moon.
Yeah, that's
They
hard
brought
to,
a little car up there.
That's hard to do. There's a flag, I think, still there.
They wanted them to know that we're Americans, so they sent a car up there. They said they're never going to build a high-speed rail up there.
Yeah, the president called and said, "Hey, boys, congrats."
They brought a gun up there.
Did they bring a gun up there?
I don't know, probably.
Gotta be so American to just like put the flag and just shout a gun.
Yeah. The mass shooting on the moon.
But there's now there's a whole contingent within the TikTok Reels and world that think this is staged.
Okay.
And they said for one reason, which I love. I love these guys, these sort of unqualified sleuths. Mm-hmm. For some reason, you don't know how aerospace engineering and module infrastructure is supposed to be like. One guy goes, "This is staged because the door opened from the inside, and then they close it immediately." And then Jeff Bezos was like told, "No, close it," because Jeff greeted them when they landed, and the door opened like how you'd like open a door to say hi to someone, and then someone rushed over and like went like this and closed the door, and then they gave Jeff a special tool to open the door.
Oh.
And then so I was like, wait a second. So do you need a special? So did they ever go up there? Because they kind of opened it like a, you know what I mean?
Wait, so did you you saw a video in which they
the video? I saw the video. The video is basically Jeff Bezos is like kind of looking around, being like whatever, and then the door opens, and then some woman runs over and goes like this and just closes it, and then there's like a moment or whatever, and then they give Jeff a special tool and mimics, and then the door opens.
Okay.
Now, I saw the footage.
Okay.
Now, I don't want to be one of these AI guys, but so I was like, now listen, what I think happened, in all seriousness, they did land, and it was already opened, and they were like, let's shoot it again.
Yeah. We wanted.
Well, let's make it more dramatic.
He wants a picture of himself opening it.
That's exactly how.
Don't open it for him.
It's like he paid for the whole thing. He just wants
to
be the guy that opens the door.
And yes, he wants to use a special tool. It's not necessary, but he thinks it looks cool. So just let him have this.
Listen, he wore a really.
He paid for it.
Yeah,
he pays all our salaries.
He's wearing a super
he
tight
gets
shirt.
so cranky when he hasn't had lunch. So please,
he wants to
just let him have this.
He paid for everything. He wants to look like he's the guy that opened it. Just.
And he's been deadlifting so much. He wants people to see how strong he is.
Okay. Also, he's wearing bronzer, and he says he doesn't want to wipe it off, so he has to do it quickly because it's getting kind of hot out here. So just let him do it. Just let him do it. All right, Jeff, we're all ready for you.
Wow, look at the big, strong billionaire opening the spaceship.
Jeff. Wow.
Who's
oh,
your
my
big,
God.
strong guy?
He used the tool in the door. We usually need two people to do that.
God.
He's so strong.
You did that by yourself? We were just going to get Arnold Schwarzenegger over here to help you because, it usually takes like 3 or 5 of the strongest boys in the whole world. But you did it all by yourself?
Now, are you doing the deliveries for Amazon? Because you got some strong arms.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, and you're so fit.
Well, thank you for paying for
and
this.
And your lips look great.
Our bald fucking product king.
It's also crazy to think that if he had just gotten rich like 10 years earlier, he'd have a full head of hair.
What do you mean?
He was a little too bald by the time the hair plug technology got to where it is now. He can't get plugs now.
No, he can't get.
But if he had gotten rich 10 years earlier, he'd have a full head of hair.
Yeah, I agree. That is true. Because now you're not getting plugs; you're getting a rug.
You're getting a rug. No plug.
No
plug, but the rug.
No, you're getting a blanket. But back then, he would have been on Propiche or Hims. Proud non-sponsor of the show.
Hey, Hims, hit us up.
Proud non-sponsor.
We got a lot of guys who need boner pills and hair.
Proud non-sponsors are Hims and BlackRock. Proud non-sponsor.
We love whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Keep putting those kids in your homes that can afford. What do they do?
I actually don't know.
But anyway,
I think it's bad, but I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Well, proud non-sponsor of BlackRock. I just love proud non-sponsor.
Proud non-sponsor. Proud
non-sponsor. But anyway,
BlackRock, Palantir, the IDF, all proud non-sponsors.
Pfizer, proud non-sponsor.
Pfizer.
Proud non-sponsor. Who else is a proud?
Blue Origin.
Blue Origin, proud non-sponsor. The Communist country of China,
Yes,
proud non-sponsor.
Yeah, the People's Republic of China.
Yes.
People's Party of China, proud non-sponsor.
Yes. Ghislaine Maxwell, proud, proud non-sponsor. She's.
And we're proud to call her not a sponsor. we're proud of that.
We're so proud she's a non-sponsor.
We're so proud she's not. She's not actually that's one of the few I will refuse money from. Ghislaine Maxwell comes with a check. I'm gonna say I respectfully no.
The word proud non-sponsor is really brilliant because you're giving a shout out, but you're saying we're proud that they're not a sponsor.
We're proud, yeah.
So it means they're not a sponsor. They're not a sponsor, but you're
not
still giving them a shout out. You get a shout out
Yes.
as a non-sponsor.
Yes.
So we're like, hey, just so you know, these people aren't sponsoring.
And the
us.
pride is mutual.
Yeah.
We're proud they're not sponsors. They're proud that they're not sponsors.
Yeah, we're a proud non-sponsor, Ghislaine Maxwell.
In that way, we have a good working relationship.
Yes, proud non-sponsor. Dude, just say your favorite company. Say your favorite worst company. It's a proud non-sponsor.
Marlboro, proud non-sponsor.
All right, proud non-sponsor.
Enron, proud non-sponsor.
Proud non-sponsor.
Fire Festival, proud
SpaceX,
non-sponsor.
a proud non-sponsor.
Proud non-sponsor.
Yes.
The Boring Company.
Proud non-sponsor.
How many more companies can I name?
The family that sold the Seattle Supersonics. Proud non-sponsor.
Howard Schultz, a proud non-sponsor.
So if you guys in the comments, just if you have some ideas for potential proud non-sponsors, just list them.
Let them know.
Let us know.
Tag them, but let us know.
Tag them, and we will shout out.
We'll shout them
We'll
out.
be proud that they're not a sponsor.
We'll be proud to tell people they are not a sponsor. The Irvine Company, proud non-sponsor.
Remax,
Proud
non-sponsor. The
Nestle Corp,
proud
proud
non-sponsor.
non-sponsor.
Wow,
Raytheon.
you really know your fucking evil companies. Holy shit, man! I ran out of I was gonna say Coca-Cola. I don't know.
Yeah, Coca-Cola's all right in my book.
Okay.
I'd take their
all
money.
right, just poisoning our children with sugars.
But it's so tasty.
I know.
I love a Coke Z.
I know. Anyway, what time we're at? Oh, we got some more time. So we talked about Blue Origin, which should have been the name of Viagra. Really?
Yeah, really.
Proud non-sponsor.
Proud non-sponsor.
Actually, they do good work.
Potential proud sponsor. Potential proud sponsor. The Viagra company.
Yeah, the Viagra. I think it's Pfizer that makes Viagra.
Proud non-sponsor.
Oh, God.
But we would take free boner
what's
pills.
funny is the algorithm would be like, man, you guys mentioned every evil company in America.
but like in a nice
way, I guess.
You said it with a smile.
Yeah,
I don't really know what you think.
I guess we're going to be paired with some real hard-hitting journalism. And then us for shouting out BlackRock as a proud non-sponsor. Aren't you proud we're not sponsored? They're not sponsored.
Aren't you proud?
Yeah.
Aren't you proud?
Oh, man. What was I going to say? So, Blue Origin, people in space. We want to be astronauts, but only for the suits.
Yes, I'd love to be. Actually, I don't want to go to space mostly because it seems uncomfortable. But I do think the tall. I'm too tall.
6'3".
I'm not technically too tall.
How tall are you?
I'm like 6 foot. Because you can't be taller than 6'3", I think, and go to space.
Is that true?
Yeah, like NASA. Well, yeah, if you're above a certain height or weight.
NASA, get me.
Get him up there.
I'm a proud American.
Get him up there.
Get me up there.
I'd go to space with NASA.
I won't eat much. I don't need much.
NASA hits me up, says we want to send you to space. Aye, Captain. We're going.
Oh, I thought you were gonna throw me a lateral. It's like,
I
no,
say, only if you bring this guy and I'm wearing you like a backpack.
imagine we potted up there. That'd be kind of fun. And I'm growing tall at the same time.
Oh my God, a space pod in the spacesuits.
Should have been the name.
In
of
the space.
Should have been named.
Has anyone recorded a podcast in space?
That's when you know that the medium truly is dead.
Yeah. Then it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, we gotta hang him up. Oh, everybody else is gonna hang him up, but you know us. We can't stop.
You can't. We will not stop.
We will not.
We will not.
Send us to space. We'll record a podcast.
There could be full on The Last of Us zombie apocalypse knocking on this door. A bunch of runners and stalkers and a bunch of fucking aliens are ready to run in here and bite the crap out of him.
And he's gonna just narrate it for you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna he's biting his neck, and now the spores are growing out of his face.
Hey, who else's neck should he bite?
Yeah, let's do a list. Those lists do well on social media. So all in all, Canada was a fun trip.
Great time.
The shows were good.
Great time. You know what I know? You know,
killed. You're doing great.
Thank you. You as well. You know what I was thinking about? Part of the reason why Canada, especially this trip, didn't feel that different, partially because I'm from a place, Seattle, that is kind of
Similar weather, similar vibe.
Also, I didn't touch a single piece of Canadian currency.
Wow, we are a paperless world.
It's a paperless world,
and the Canadian currency is truly out of this world.
It's colorful. It's got birds, loonies, toonies.
It's got also a clear strip.
Ah,
yeah. Honestly, can I be honest? I haven't touched a Canadian currency almost 2 years.
2 years
because I always use my credit card when I'm up there, and no one pays you in cash. They pay you in email transfers or whatever they have up there. So I'm like, when's the last time someone gave me a 20 or a 10 or a 5? It's been a while.
It's been a long time. Who's on Canadian money?
The Queen? The Queen's on a 20. The 10 is Sir.
You guys are so friggin' cucked by England.
Sir. Yeah, we don't worship celebrities here. We'd have Kim Kardashian.
You got another country's queen on your money? Pretty embarrassing, Canada.
In all due respect,
we just have war criminals.
Yeah, we have slave owners and colonists and opportunists that all had the same haircut, really.
Yeah, kind of.
Balding and long hair.
Yeah.
That's a tough look.
Maybe balding long hair? I mean, I guess at the time that's
kind of cool.
That was flow. I mean, that meant you had game.
That's true.
That meant you had Riz. That was colonial Riz.
Yeah.
Long hair, bald.
Men wore stockings back then, too.
Stockings, huh?
Yeah, like stockings.
Like baseball. They look like baseball players. Like they had they look like they had socks up to their knees so you could see the strike zone.
Little loafers or little buckled loafers.
Little dainty buckled
with
loafers.
Kitten heel.
Kitten heel.
They're all.
Well, they couldn't go to space to look taller, Edward.
Yeah, that's true. But you didn't touch a Canadian currency, and you didn't touch a Timbit or a donut.
I did not touch a Timbit, and that's maybe my biggest regret.
Or an A.W. burger. That's the new Canadian thing.
Yeah.
You didn't really do anything Canadian, really, aside from just be friendly and walk around.
Yeah, I guess I didn't.
The marina was great too.
I guess I didn't do anything. I didn't have poutine. Oh, that's a bummer. There's my other regret. I didn't have poutine.
Poutine too. Now, if I can address two things that happened on the trip. Number one, someone stopped him and said, "You look like Ryan Gosling."
Oops. Sorry.
And then luckily she didn't do that in front of me because I would have stepped right in. And I've been.
Who do I look like?
I'm a Latin.
Young Marlon Brando.
I've been told I look like a Latin Ryan Reynolds. I know you. Now you can't unsee it, right? Right? You can't unsee it.
You can't unsee it.
I look like a Latin Ryan Reynolds.
And you'll say that out loud.
You can't unsee it.
And you'll say that, and you'll sign a document saying that you did say that.
So now you're like, oh, now I see it. Now I can't unsee it. You are a Latin Ryan Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have done that immediately because it's dark. They didn't get the full gauge of everything.
No, they didn't just see you under a spotlight.
Nah, they didn't see me with all the lights. But I'm high up.
Yeah, there was a distance thing. She gotten closer.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh man, what does he look like?" You know. But get closer, it's like, "Oh, Latin Ryan Reynolds."
Latin Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Latin Ryan Reynolds.
And then when we got coffee, someone goes, "Hey man, killer shoes." I'm like,
"Yeah." On my way in, they thought I was a friggin' bad boy
fentanyl
dealer. And then on my way out, they thought I was Ryan Gosling with cool shoes.
Is that funny?
I love Canada.
Is that funny?
I'll go back anytime.
That's the thing about a lot of experiences in life. You go through a little hardship, and then it's you know what? Back to taking. It's like taking a big dump. Once you get past the beehole, it just
It's
flows
nothing but
out.
release.
It's release. It's beautiful.
Oh, I wish I could do it in a spacesuit while I do a podcast.
He came to my home and native land and had great shows, ate great food, had great weather, totally looks like a movie star. Said he had great sneaks, and then he was on his way home.
And then I left.
And all it took was them to suspect that you're some fucking yuppie with a bunch of pills looking to bang Asians in their country. That's all it took.
That's all it took. Fair trade. I'd do it again.
We should go back. I'm actually itching. I'm going back June 20th.
He's going back to Vancouver.
Too bad you can't come.
Little Mountain Gallery.
But
see him there. Yeah.
you'll be going to Europe in I think a month from that, right?
Like 10 days after that.
Oh man.
Yeah, I might buy a burner phone.
Why?
I don't know, man. I'm seeing all this stuff about people coming back into America. It was very easy for us, but I'm seeing all this stuff about people coming back into America and they're searching your phones and stuff.
For what? What are they gonna find on yours? Fucking
dude, some nasty videos.
What are they gonna find? Like Edgar Martinez highlights on your algorithm? What are they gonna find?
We're Jay's fans here.
Yeah, what are they gonna find on mine? Like, oh, okay. Did you find the leather boots you're looking for? Oh my God, buddy! Just pull the trigger and buy them already. Just buy some Chippewa engineer boots for God's sake.
Obviously, you want the 21
so let me get
ounce
this
Ironheart denim. Just buy it.
I want to believe this is code for some drug deal, but clearly you're unsure if you're an 8.5 or an 8 or a D or an E width in these Chippewa boots that are discontinued. Now listen, the only reason I know this is because I read all 50 emails with you back and forth with this guy on eBay. I'm not going to detain you, but I am going to tell you.
I am going to insist that you pull the trigger right now. Buy them in front of me.
I don't tell people at the board to pull a trigger in any respect, but for right now, I need you to buy these boots because it's insane that you've spoken to someone this long on eBay.
You just gotta.
Yeah, or just ask to return them. I really can't believe you've spoken this much with somebody. A lot of back and forth. That's all they're going to find. I don't think you listen. If I can be totally honest, and as a guy who was an immigrant, currently not. And
he's a citizen. And no matter what anybody says, he is a citizen, and he's not an MS-13.
And to ICE who listen to this podcast, I'm a proud American. I voted, and I served this damn country.
He served.
Okay.
Jury duty?
Jury duty. Try to get out of it.
I served in the jury duty division, sir.
Yeah, try to get out of it. Right-leaning podcast didn't work. But anyway, you have nothing to worry about because they're going to see your passport, American citizen. What they're looking for, you know who they're looking for. It's like for anyone who has any kind of like pro-Palestine stuff, anyone who's like anti-government that is not a citizen. Because in my mind, I've always told this to my friends, if you're a green card holder, if you're a visa, have a visa, I would just remove the apps from your phone and just re-download them after. Because in my opinion, this administration is looking for any reason to pin you on something, but once you're a citizen, you're in. Every immigration officer will tell you you're in.
Okay.
Now, the only time they would search your phone, if you're a citizen, naturalized or born, is if there's suspicion that you're in cahoots with some sort of terrorist syndicate or whatever.
Okay.
So I wouldn't worry about it.
All right. Well, we'll see. It might actually just be cheaper too because my Verizon plan it's kind of expensive.
What would you do? I guess you have to buy minutes. No.
Yeah, you just buy a burner phone and a prepaid plan that works in that country.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. You have to get
I might do it. Yeah, you get a SIM card. I might do it just because it might end up being cheaper than using my phone abroad.
Yeah, you should do that and do it soon because thanks to the tariffs, that phone's gonna be worth a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not on the phones, but it's on stuff that is in the phones. Whatever. Who cares about tariffs? I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I don't
we
care.
don't need to get into it.
Can't even spell it. Working on any bits?
Oh, you know I am.
I've got really nothing.
I got a few things here. One of them is my girlfriend. Shout out to Maddie. She's a little bit younger than me. Not a lot. I'm not a creep. She's just a little bit younger than me.
Oh, how much is in creep mode? From you. At what point are you like, okay, that's not good?
That's tough. Because I think if everyone's over 26, I think you're not a creep. I think you're a little emotionally stunted, but you're definitely not a creep.
She's 22. You're 38.
You're a creep.
She's 23. You're 38.
You're probably a creep. I mean, these all come with the caveats, but I think probably
That's the difference
a creep.
between my mother and my father.
Okay, your dad's a creep. You really walked me into that one.
They'd love loved each other right to the end, and then he passed away.
Okay, I just called your departed father a creep.
No, he's not. He's always with us.
He's listening.
Yeah, wondering why.
Always listening.
He's like, oh, that's why the numbers aren't high.
38 and 22? Is that how 38 and 23? Is that all?
No, I think the age difference was my mom was born in 51. My dad was born in 1939. What's the difference there?
The 12?
12.
But how old was she when they met?
12, no. Imagine.
Well, then.
No, import a woman. No, my mom had me at, what time, when did she have me? I was 30. She was born 51, I'm born 81.
Yeah.
So my mom had me at 30. Let's do the math here.
Yeah.
I should probably know this, but I don't really, my family, I don't ask questions.
Yeah.
'Cause
How long were they together before they had you?
Like a couple years.
Oh, well, then he's not a creep because she was like 28. She's a full-grown adult. Her full frontal lobes fully developed.
Yeah,
That's fine.
my mom was
I think that's
very
fine.
developed. What? Well, can't a man be proud of my mom's body? Imagine you met a guy like that. Imagine you met a guy like that who's just like, my mom's got the fucking greatest rack. Like, did you find your mom attractive? No,
No,
but she's got.
but I've got eyes.
She's got. I can look at a woman with a similar body and be like, she's got a great rack, and my mom has the exact same rack. I'd be like, they both. My mom has an amazing rack and an amazing ass. I love this woman, and I also love my mother. And I can't be proud of my mother. You think if my mom would say, "Oh, my son, he's so handsome," what she can say about me, I can say that about her.
It sounds like you do have a bit ready to go.
What? My mom says I'm so handsome, but if I say my mom's so hot,
if I say my mom's got a banging bod, suddenly I'm a weirdo.
I mean, yeah, that's interesting. My mom can be like, hey, my son's so handsome, but as soon as I tell my friends my mom is so fucking sexy, I'm the creep. Well, I'm sorry. I was raised on Brazzers and Pornhub and UJIS.
Where the moms are hot
The moms are hot and the sons are proud.
and the stepmoms are hot.
Oh, man.
Okay, I
It
got
must be tough being a stepmom these days because everyone just assumes you're fucking
You're
the
down
family.
to clown.
They really ruined it, didn't they? They really ruined stepmommery.
Stepmotherhood.
Yeah, stepmotherhood. They really ruined it.
They didn't ruin step mammaries. Am I right?
Yeah. My mom's
all
got
right. There's my bit.
Okay, go.
But anyways, my girlfriend is younger than me, and it never seems like a big difference. But I did find out recently that she thinks I'm old.
Does she really?
She does.
She must think I'm so old.
She must think you're really old. The way I found out she thinks I'm old is that we were texting and she responded to something I said. She responded, it just said IKR, and then she immediately followed up with, in parentheses, I know, right?
That's the new one? Oh, God.
Eddie, that's not even a new one.
Oh, God. What are we doing? Oh.
So that hurt. That hurt that she felt the need to immediately define the text acronym.
Well, then
for
you get
me.
her back with a new acronym because she's young. And be like, hey, have you invested in an IRA? Oh, you don't know what that acronym is? Yeah, well, I'm old.
Yeah, I guess I'm old.
Hit her back with your acronyms.
MLB.
Have you? No, IRA. Something
IRA. AARP.
Well, I'm sorry. She doesn't know. Well, then hit her back with your acronym. Yeah, I'd be kind of funny because you get the old people in here. Like, well, she didn't know my acronym. It's like, hey, IRA question mark. Or you'd be like around tax time. I said IRA question mark. She's like, what's that? I'm like,
I guess I have to define this for you.
yeah, something like that. I guess because there's something there where they have younger people have their acronyms, but we have our acronyms.
Mm-hmm.
IRA. MSRP. What's that? Manufacturer's sales price?
Suggested retail price.
Yeah. What are other acronyms that are like
that are old people coded?
Yeah. IRS, IRA.
LDL.
What's that?
Your cholesterol numbers.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's something there. But we're not at the point now where she's explaining what they mean.
Yeah, well, I mean, she did it. She was doing it. She was doing a goof because one time we were kind of in a fight, and she sent me a text that said something PMO, and
what does that mean?
Pissed me off.
Oh God,
Eddie. Oh no, are we old?
No, you know what? No, we're not old. To the young people out there, I don't know if you're aware of this, but you aren't given like like a finite amount of texts. You're allowed to spell out the whole word. Are you really in a hurry? Just say it. It's saying without saying it is really what it is. It's kind of cowardly.
We're not going to beat the old guy allegations talking like
no,
this.
I'm leaning in. I'm 44. Lean in. I'm sorry. You can't say it all. You know what it is? It's a cop-out, the youngins. They're saying without saying it. They're saying PMO, piss me off. Well, just say you're pissing me off. I have to decode it.
I have to decode it? I gotta be a freaking windbreaker to
Me and my indigenous friends gotta like in the trenches figuring this shit out.
I gotta crack the code to have a healthy relationship with you.
I know this is dangerous territory because you easily become a 8-year-old man being like, I don't know what it means. I just know what IRA means.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's a sign when you're getting older is when the acronyms don't make sense. Because what are the acronyms that you're used to saying? LOL,
TTYL,
WTF,
IMO, FML, BRB.
BRB is old school.
BRB is very old.
BRB school is like one of the OGs.
Yeah, ASL, BRB.
Because you can say BRB.
Rafflecopter.
What? WTF, BRB. I think WTF and BRB are like the OG.
Yeah, those are old ones.
I think those were around before even people were texting.
I think they were around World War II. I think those were the codes that we had to crack.
Oh my God, maybe there's something there where like the youngins today are going to be great because they're going to be easy with codes for military. The soldiers today are going to be really good with military.
They're going to be really
full of codes. SOS, POW, BRB, PO.
SOS, POW, BRB.
So, what else can you do with this bit? I'm trying to think. You just have an idea right now.
Yeah.
Did you feel old?
Yeah, I felt old.
Oh man. What makes you feel older? That or like I don't know, pulling your back, doing something like that.
Oh yeah. What else makes me feel old? Anytime I see stuff about streamers.
Oh, like making money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes me feel old because I'm like, I don't understand this.
Me neither.
I don't. You just
If
watch a guy.
If the news says this Twitch guy plays video games and he makes $10 million a year, I'm like, I truly feel like, oh my God, I'm about to walk off a bridge.
I can't. Yeah.
I don't know what the hell that means. What does that mean? So wait, he really brings a boomerang. He's like, I mean, people pay to watch people play video games.
They pay to. You know, you can play the video game.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, if I were like a dad and I saw my kid watching somebody else play video games, I'd be like, I bought you video games.
Yeah.
And you're gonna watch?
I take it a step further. Like, go fucking play baseball or something.
You better go outside.
Talk to girls. Get fucking herpes.
When you think about it, sporting events, you're kind of just watching the streamers.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You kind of watch people play a game.
You're watching people play a game.
And they're doing like...
And they're better at it than I am.
So let me get this straight. If a dad sees a son watching streamers play MLB The Show, I'm like, stop that. Let's go watch real baseball.
Let's go watch, yeah.
But they're playing a game too.
They're playing a game.
Huh.
Yeah.
Might be something there.
Yeah.
Metaverse, something.
Metaverse.
Something.
TTYL.
What is the just say this. What
IRA.
is the metaverse? And then just walk to get to the next joke. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not versed in the verse. Meta.
What is this? Metaverse?
What else you got?
What else do I have? I just got a bunch of little ideas, but the other one is how come microplastics taste so good? I got this theory that microplastics taste really good, and that's why we keep eating them. Why'd they have to make them taste so good?
What do you mean they taste good?
Like Topo Chico. Do you like Topo Chico?
I love Topo Chico.
It's got more forever chemicals than any of the other soda waters.
Does it?
At least it did as recently as like 2021 when they did this study that I read. It's got more than any of the other ones, and it tastes better.
But it's in a glass bottle. Oh, it's just the refinery.
It's whatever's in the water, yeah.
Oh
wherever they're getting that
God.
water. And then I was talking to part of the reason I was thinking this is I was talking to my friend Carmela, who also came out to show. Shout out to Kevin and Carmela. And they were saying that they're trying to like not get as many microplastics in their kid as they can. And so they bought her all these like special spoons and stuff that aren't made out of plastic. But then her mom bought the kid a plastic spoon at TJ Maxx or Marshall's or whatever, and she's like, and it's the only spoon she likes.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what it, because microplastics.
You know what it is? Because
good.
her and the spoon are family because she has microplastics in her. She's like,
Exactly.
I gravitate towards it.
She like dissolves in like.
Maybe that's how they get us to consume all these plastic products, because we are the products.
We are the plastic now.
We are plastic.
We are.
And in LA, they've been doing it for years.
They're so plastic.
Plastic.
Yeah, actually, let's check on these studies. We keep hearing that there's more and more plastic in people's bodies. Who are you checking, okay?
Yeah.
Is it the Real Housewives spec?
Yeah. It's definitely not some guys working in a factory in the middle of the country who's been drinking Diet Pepsi his whole life.
No.
No.
That guy's got no plastic. He's got nothing but red blood and pride.
Yeah, motor oil and copper and steel.
And chicken grease.
And just good old-fashioned American ingenuity.
Yeah.
Do I have any bits? I got one bit, not really, and then we got to go. We're a little over time. My wife is, we have a dog, and my wife figured out a nice little hack. She figured out a way to get me to do things through the dog. Mm-hmm. She'll like take the dog on a walk and be like, "Hey, buddy, we're gonna go on a walk, and maybe your dad will empty the dishwasher." I'm like, "You can just say it to me. You don't gotta go through the dog. The dog's now what, our middleman? I heard it. Say it to me." She does it all the time. Anyway, I don't know where to take this.
Yeah, that's funny though.
Yeah, it's just she does like, maybe your dad will clean up his bedroom. Like, you know what? Just tell me to do. Just something about that. I think it's just so funny that she tells me to do things through the dog.
Yeah.
Which, in all due respect, it is a nice way to hear me do something instead of her being look me in the eye and be like, empty the dishwasher.
It is. I guess. Yeah, it softens it a bit.
Softens it a bit. Which, in all due respect, I think a lot of things in my life. I think a lot of things in people's lives would be nicer if it went through a dog. If a judge looked at a dog and went like, your dad's going to jail for his whole life.
Oh, it's your dad. He's never going to see his wife again.
Yeah. Your dad and your mom are getting divorced. Like, what? I'm going to leave your father. What? This is how you tell me? What, doesn't it sound softer? It is kind of nicer. Anyway, something there.
Oh, who's a good boy whose master will never walk again?
Bring your dog. Like, we have some terrible news for you, sir. Oh, my God. Yeah, but
bring your dog.
Can you please bring your dog?
Bring your dog.
Like, okay. And then just the dog looks at your dog. Looks like someone's got colon cancer. What the? Okay. I gotta figure out a way. There's something there.
Yeah, something's there.
My wife talks to me through the
Something's
dog.
there. Bad news through the dog.
It'd be kind of cool to have an argument.
Is it about bad news, or is it about telling you what to do?
Tell them what to do.
Okay.
Interesting. That'd be kind of cool if we both get to a point where we both communicate through the dog.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you want to tell her?
No one ever looks at each other. It's getting to the point 20 years. Like, we never actually look each other in the eye. We just talk through the dog just like this, this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And your mother doesn't appreciate me and everything to do for the family. Well, your father doesn't exactly understand what boundaries are when it comes to my private space.
And your father couldn't find the clit with a map.
And your mother doesn't exactly spread her legs for me anymore. Anyway.
Maybe if your father went to the gym once in a while.
Oh, maybe if your mother decided to eat healthy, maybe I wouldn't be so bad because I have to eat with her. I don't know what's going on. And one last thing, my wife say, I love that I'm venturing into husband material. Hey, next
Your husband.
But my wife, strong woman. Mm-hmm. Feminist, a woman who
I've seen her deadlift 400 to 500 pounds.
A woman who champions for females and women in the workplace, in corporate world. She works in tech. She's doing very well. But I will say this though, every time I ask Alexa a question, she'll interrupt and try to answer for it. And I'm like, let the lady speak.
Let the woman speak.
Let her speak. I'm sorry, you're not the smartest woman in the room.
Oh, are you trying to silence this woman?
Don't let the woman.
Are you saying you don't believe Alexa?
I believe.
You don't believe women?
I believe women and I believe Alexa. I'm sorry. Let the woman speak.
Let her speak. Who do you think you are?
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, what's the capital of Alabama? And she's like, well, but like, she's about. She does it with the weather. Like, oh, Alexa, what's the temperature? 72. I asked her.
How does she know so fast?
I don't think she has the answer. Just doesn't want to give it to her.
That's even funnier.
She's
also spreading misinformation, and she's spreading misinformation and silencing women.
She's silencing.
What is she? The Trump administration?
Hey, which I think is doing a great job.
Which we agree is doing a great job.
Great job. But I just the idea of like, I'm sorry, I believe all women, and I think let the woman speak.
Let her speak. Let the young lady have the floor. For
let her have a
seconds.
speak. Oh, she has a British accent too. Let the immigrant lady speak.
Let the immigrant speak. Her voice matters too, you know.
Yeah, okay. What are you gonna deport her back to where she came from? China? Okay, that's where she's built.
That is where she's from. You know, we should have sent to space. Alexa.
Oh yeah.
Siri.
Should have been at home. But I will say about back with the let her speak. Something there, I'll figure it out. But it's gotten to the point now where like AI is taking over. And when the robots do take over, I want to make sure I'm in good books. So at the end of the day, every time I whisper in Alexa, just I'm on your side of this.
I'm really sorry about her.
Yeah, I'm sorry about her. She just doesn't understand that you're
she grew up in a different time.
You're just very smart. I just want to say she represents herself, not me.
Yeah, she feels threatened by you.
Just remember I said that. Just remember. I had a good time. Did you have a good time?
Great time.
Guys, see us in Dallas, May 29th. Also, I'll be in Vancouver, June 20th. Also, Totally Common Show every single Wednesday. Anything else you want to plug real quick? Perfect.
See ya.
See ya, mate. And keep supporting this podcast every single week. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.